Hi, my name is Dirk, and I am the musician that is behind MTC or Music Through Compassion. I wanted to put this little video on my website to let you know personally what God is doing to develop this ministry. We started back at the end of 2017. I was really just tiddling around with it when I knew that I should have been in it completely, but I was going to about one home a month, maybe every other month sometimes, to play in a home called Autumn Breeze. And that convicted me about what my original call was, to actually go into this with all my might. And, a few things happened. If you read in my testimony, that I was led into making a big change in my life, moving from the corporate world into this ministry. And I did a test and put about 15 feelers out to different homes around here within about 10 miles of my address. And before I knew it, I had 15 homes, had made appointments with me to come sing. So that's where I started around 2017, moving into a larger scale ministry. So what I do is I go into homes. I talk to the activity directors in these homes. There's different chains of homes. There's small personal care homes. There's all kinds of different, adult care homes where people are in wheelchairs. And then there's mostly senior citizen homes that have a regulated type, entertainment program. And the activity directors of these programs are the ones that hire people like me to come in and sing and entertain, or do whatever the entertainment might be. But I primarily sing with a guitar, and I play the guitar. It's live. If the crowd is bigger than 10 or 15 people, I'll bring my amp and my mixer, and I'll be able to, amplify my music. I have, more than a couple of hundred songs that I can play. I have different things like patriotic medleys. I do spiritual, gospel, folk music, a lot of the old 1800 music that people would remember from their childhood that are very old now. And a lot of times it helps them just open up and enjoy time because they can remember these songs and actually sing with me. So that is definitely the middle of the road tool that helps these folks come back to life. It's amazing. So I don't only play for the residents. When I say play for the residents, that means that they all come into like a dining area and I'll set up and play. Because of COVID, we're having to play from outside, which is not a problem. I'm running my cables and my amp into the room. I stay outside, like, behind some windows like these ones that are behind me here. You can see me outside, and then I will play for them, and they still can see me, and it's still a live event. I'm also very, very experienced at playing in memory units where people are, not so cognitive and further into their aging development and maybe not able to respond as well. And it helps a lot to get them moving and singing and, tapping their feet and things. So another part of my ministry is, and it's been often asked for, is for me to play at someone's bedside when they're dying. And I pray and sing and do worship with all three levels of this. Doesn't matter which ones. I ask the home before if it's okay, but I do pray and worship with them either at the beginning or at the end or both. I usually do both. Sometimes God leads me to just start praying in the middle of my event, and I'll do that as well. But I really believe it brings healing to the people, and it's a bold way just to get God right in the middle of the crowd. And I'm glad He's picked me and given me the favor to be able to do that, because nowadays it's not just a given that we can praise and worship in the middle of a community like that where everything is so secular nowadays. So I just wanted to give you this short video and ask you to please pray for the ministry, pray for what we're doing. We have different events over the holidays where we raffle off stuffed animals. Everybody gets a number, and we sing, like during Christmas, 2 hours worth of music. And in the middle, we'll do a big raffle, and everybody has such a great time. Everybody gets a big stuffed animals, and I've started another part of this ministry is collecting unwanted stuffed animals. So we clean them up and, make them smell good and make sure there's no batteries in them or any kind of electronics, but just big stuffed animals that your kids might not want anymore or that you don't need anymore. You can, get a hold of me per email off of my website and just let me know where I can pick them up. I'd rather not drive too far, but if you're in the Atlanta area, I will definitely come and pick them up. So we can actually prepare those and raffle those into the senior homes. Even though it's a temporary thing, they get a piece of joy and something to hug onto, and it's amazing when you see them just sink into these things. It's definitely a something from God. So that's something that we do, and above and beyond that, I also create legacy videos. So I'll strap a mic and put some lights and get everything set up with a camera, and I'll speak to a resident for a couple of hours, try to get some pics from them, create a title, even compose some music, cut their video down to the main part of their message, and then end it with some credits and some messages and stuff to try to fit the family as well as I can. So we do that as well. There's a fee for that, but it's fair. And I'll give the family a thumb drive with the master on it. And if they don't have a YouTube channel, I'll create that for them, give them a password, and they can grab that link and send it to all their family around the world if they want to. It's a great way to digitize and just eternalize kind of the history of these people before they can't talk about it anymore. So if you have an aging parent here in the Atlanta area and you want to have a legacy video done, you just let me know. I have all the gear. I don't have to rent anything, so it brings my costs down. I have video lights and stuff, and then I have a whole bunch of questions that you can pick from if you want to influence what questions I'm asking them. But I usually try to just get them to talk to me and tell about their life, and if they veer off, I'll steer them back into the right direction and see if I can't get them back on the path of explaining some major things that your grandchildren and children's grandchildren will cherish forever. So those are some of the things that we do. We definitely want to help that community. I'm called to do that. And I see now, with my parents dying and getting old, and my wife's parents, it's just it's a lost community. It's a lost people, and it's a big ministry, more than most people think. The isolation of COVID has had a horrible impact on this community. We have a lot to do to try to love on them in the restrictions that we have, but I'm doing everything I can to try to get some music in there so that God can work through that. And any support you guys want to give us, whether it's, stuffed animals or prayer, or you want to fund one of these singing events at a home that you know about, to get me in there, you just let me know and we can organize that, and I will definitely put you down on a list of donors on my website where you helped us to get into a home. I appreciate your help, and we love you a lot. We thank you for the prayers, and we just ask you to please keep us in your thoughts and prayers as we develop this ministry and continue to grow it. All right. God bless you guys. Love you, and take care. Bye.